friends, we're back on the air. It's been a while. Summer vacation. I'm here with Tracy Michailidis, the one, the only, the lovely, the talented. She's blushing, but you can't see it. So we're here to talk about musical works in concert. So let's go back.
Okay.
And let's start at the beginning. So how did it all start? How did it come about that you wanted to do musical works in concert?
Look, I love musicals. Getting to work on new material has been always so great for me. So exciting to be part of a workshop. And I think even just starting in Charlottetown when I was 20, 21, playing and getting to be in Charlottetown, learning about what it is to be like a Canadian even. I felt that in Charlottetown, the birthplace of Confederation. Oh, Anne of Green Gables is Canada's longest running musical. All these musicals were developed there. So I think even back then, this sort of seed was planted in me. And in Charlottetown, we got to workshop shows. And it was great. And then as I kind of went along and did some work in new material, I felt like, God, we have so many great writers and work, but there's not enough stuff to celebrate it. And we need also a place where pieces can be developed. Musicals are collaborative, which is why I love them, because you're dancing and you're singing and you're getting so many more people involved. But because of that, it takes a longer amount of time. If you're doing a two-hander play with a director, you have 3 people, and you can work on that. But with a musical, you have more people. You need more time. And so I was frustrated that didn't exist. And Michael Rubenfeld, who was the artistic director of Summerworks at the time, said, "Just do it then. Start it." And I thought, fuck. Okay. Oh my God. Was I?
It's okay. So you were frustrated.
So I just thought, I'll just do it. And I had a conversation with somebody who was running a theater at the time. They said there's just not a lot of original musicals out there. So I put a call for submissions out, and we got like 50 musicals, 50 new shows. And I was just like, because I had no idea what I was going to get. So what kept me going, and that year we did Prison Dancer, Jenny Loves Mitchell, and Biggish Kids. The shows were also diverse. I was... one of the shows was an all Filipino cast, basically.
It was packed. We couldn't even get in the door.
Yeah.
Like they were lined up
6-year-olds and 80-year-olds.
Yeah.
And this community, and that was the first night. That was the opening night of it, and it was a real lesson. And I just thought, yeah, you've just got to kind of, if you build it, they will come, kind of thing, and just to create a space, like you've done with your like you create the space for something, and then you find it as you go along. So this is workshopping new material. Yeah. So for me, it's also been an education and like experimentation and workshopping, and you don't know what the final product is going to be, but you just go, you just try, and you learn every day.
Well, let's talk about what's happening this year. So we've got Fitz Happens, which is Mark Weatherly's show, Out of the Lens by David Kingsmill. Now he's new to Toronto.
That's right, from the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your double bill, we've got Misprint.
It's everybody's.
It's all of the people's. It's the community's double bill. Lauren Toffin's show, Misprint. She, of course, was a guest performer at the Backdoor Awards.
And she sang from the show.
Yes, she did sing from the show. Yeah. So that's on a double bill with the yellow ribbon. I'm showing you like you can see it. You have to go to the website. We'll give you information on that in a second. Sarah Farb.
And Jesse Farb, her brother.
Oh, amazing.
So Sarah's written the book. And she's a playwright, obviously. She's written, and Jesse Farb, who's written the music, this is his first composition, and it's wonderful.
And you can come to see Singular Sensation this Monday, because we have guests from the shows coming. They're going to give a little bit of a sneak peek, which is what we do, from their shows that are happening in Musical Works in Concert. What goes into choosing and like curating? Because you get so many submissions. Mm-hmm. What is there like a criteria? How do you decide who makes the cut?
Yeah, so there's a jury. So I'm on the jury, and there's 3 other jury members, and it's interesting because everybody has different sensibilities. So some people who are composers who've been on the jury are going to have a different ear for things than somebody who's an actor versus somebody who's a playwright.
Right.
So I try to assemble a diverse group of people. Everybody has different criteria. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it'll be something, I've had people say, I just couldn't get this music out of my head. And we try to, when we set up the mandate, we wanted, traditional and non-traditional models. So Prison Dancer, for instance, was kind of like a hip-hop in terms of the music, we've had opera, we've had, you know, so there's no boundaries that way. But things that, you know, we encourage, like things that are sort of outside the box. Thing for me about like breaking down what is a musical, and having people come to shows and go, oh, I didn't know musicals could do that.
Yeah. That's a good question.
And encouraging, you know what, I hope with this series, and for people watching or whatever, to go like, you know, and I have this idea, or I have this song, or I have this play, or this story I've written, and I want there to be music in it, and just to try, just to continue on what that is.
And exciting, you guys are partnered with Theatre 20.
You know, I made the announcement last year at Summer Works that we were going to be having our last year there. I wasn't exactly sure what the next steps were going to be, and Brian had said to me, you know what, I really love what you're doing, and I'd love to talk with you about this, and I think it's something that aligns with what Theatre 20 is also trying to do, which is, you know, they did that great production of Company, but they also are really invested in developing new work. So anyways, they've come on board to help us present and produce this festival, which is great. It's so great to have that support and that work, and you know, I'm all about like sort of using this as a way of like building community. And so to stretch that out and to include Theatre 20 with musical works is great and part of the experiment, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. So why should people come to Musical Works in Concert? We're gonna start to wrap it up because I know that everybody does something. The sun's going. We're losing light, people. It is the Blair Witch Project. That could be a musical. Think about it. Why should people get out of their air conditioned houses and come down to the
Okay, first of all, the Factory Theater has air conditioning, so that's not an excuse. I think a few reasons. I think these are workshops of new shows, and I think it's really important to support new writers, and on Saturday we're having talkbacks with the audience, so we actually really want to know what resonated with you, what didn't. That's really helpful for the writers to then go back and develop them more, you know. So you have a piece like Kinky Boots, and you can see like so much. It's spectacular, truly spectacular. This is kind of like, I think I said in some press release it's about the spectacular idea as opposed to spectacle. So here are some writers who have these ideas and they're fleshing them out, and we've gotten great actors, a great team of, you know, musicians and actors that are helping bring this to life. And then we have this idea, and so we throw it out there, and then from the audience's perspective, I think as opposed to seeing Kinky Boots, you're going to see something that's in transition that you as an audience member are a part of, because to be part of that conversation and that dialogue, and then, you know, 2 years later, you may be seeing something going on the Panasonic and see the show and go, wow, I was there then, and this is what it's become now. And to have an idea of the process of musical theater as an education too, but the development of it. We underestimate, I think, what by showing up, what support, what that means to people. I think to come and to be part of a collective is very powerful.
Absolutely.
You know, you do that with.
Yeah, we definitely. It means a lot when people come out and share and exchange, and then, you know, we get to meet new people that come out.
And you know, again, this is kind of the lovely thing about music. Like Kevin did his show Recurring John last year, which you were part of.
Terrible.
It was wonderful. And you know, and Kevin had said, if you need any help, let me know. And I was like, actually, you know what? Yes. General manager, can you help? Like, he helps me tweet. He helps me do these things. Everybody's got their skill, right? So to be able to, that we are stronger when we're when we're a community, and how our strengths can complement one another's.
That's great. Well, I'm very excited for this, and congratulations for breaking out and taking the big step forward. And you can check out theatre20.com for information. You can also go to musicalworksfestival.com and find out ticket information, show times. So Saturday, there's a talk back with the audience.
Saturday, so we do like every show will be done 3 times. If you want the full experience, I say like you know, if you want like going to see like I remember seeing a 9-hour Robert Lepage thing at BAM. 9 hours, awesome. There is an experience like that at Musical Works where on Saturday you can see all 3 shows. You can do talkbacks with all the artists. You're at the Factory Theaters. There's lots of places. go have a bite, come back, see a show, and immerse yourself. That's how I say to do it. And it's $50 for all 3 shows. You can get a deal, like a pass to see all 3 shows, and just to immerse yourself, I think, in the experience of not just seeing three musicals, but pieces in development and getting to know the artists and just spending the day at the Factory Theatre with us.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, on Sunday too we can do that, but
great.
well.
Very good. Thanks, Tracy. Good luck with the festival.
Thank you.
Musical Works in concert. Check it out.